On this day, in 1924, the residents of Clayfield were very rudely awoken at the ungodly hour of 3 a.m. in the morning. As the events behind the slumber killer were unravelled by the authorities, first dismissed by locals as the violent backfiring of a motor car in the pre-dawn hours, all and sundry were shocked by the audacity of the perpetrators. However, many more around Brisbane found humour in the irony of the event. For well over a year prior to the 12th of June, an incredibly crafty gang, or a well-orchestrated group of safebreakers, had been running amok across the greater Brisbane region, leaving a long line of smouldering empty safes in their wake. Preferring to target railway station houses, their crimes were numerous. On the 20th of October 1923, the Darra station safe had both doors blown off, with the theft of £12. On the 15th of December 1923, Manly Station was targeted, with over £6 being stolen. The thieves moved on to Alderley Station on the 9th of March 1924, waking the neighbourhood with a deafening explosion resulting in almost £6 burgled. And on the 8th of June, the gang stepped up proceedings, targeting both Sandgate and Nudgee stations in a single night for about £5 and £1 respectively. Police were at a complete loss regarding the identity of the perpetrators, and despite the small sums of cash that were stolen as a result of each brazen robbery, the costs incurred for replacement of the safes was considerably more than their missing contents. As such, the railway department was baying for blood, desperately hoping a bevy of arrests would bring an end to the string of explosive attacks against their station safes. However, clearly disheartened at the small prizes gleaned from the city's railway department, the safe breakers set their sights on a much larger target, and it would turn out to be their most audacious objective yet. At about 3:20 in the morning, on the 12th of June, the sound of two large and almost simultaneous explosions echoed through the quiet streets of Clayfield. In a nearby house, Major John William Wood was startled from his slumber. Regarded in subsequent years as the founder of Clayfield, Major Wood played a very active role in the development of early Clayfield, operating the first post and telegraph office, partly sponsoring the suburb's drainage and street channelling scheme, and clearing the scrub around Kedron Brook to form and name Kalinga Park. However, on hearing the early morning explosions in close proximity to his house, his thoughts immediately turned to the local Commonwealth Bank premises nearby. Jumping from his bed, he telephoned Acting Sergeant Adams of the local constabulary and reported the loud explosions which had emanated from the direction of the Commonwealth Bank, which came as a major surprise to the officer in disruption of his peaceful slumber, for good reason, as the Commonwealth Bank branch adjoined the Clayfield police station. Dropping the phone and running outside towards the bank, Sergeant Adams was just in time to see two men hightailing it on foot down the road in the opposite direction, beyond all hope of capture. Returning to the bank, an inspection was made of the damage. Explosive charges had been placed on the doors of the bank's two large safes, and unfortunately for the safe breakers, the bank's safes were of a much sturdier construction than those of the local railway stations, and whilst badly scorched, they had survived the onslaught. On the arrival of the bank's manager, the police were assured that even if the thieves had gained access to the safes, their efforts would have been for naught. It was bank policy to forward all monies to head office in Brisbane CBD at the end of every day of trade. As if the lax local police weren't left with enough egg on their faces over the bank incident, sunrise would add a little more insult to injury. On dawn breaking, another alarming discovery was made. Prior to the safebreakers' failed attack on the Commonwealth Bank premises, they'd carried out a successful robbery next door at the local pastry shop, pilfering a sizable quantity of bakery treats prior to their night turning sour. No doubt, the early morning's comical events were the talk of Clayfield for many months to come.